Hello everybody, welcome to the Pixel Panda Arcade. With all of the Talon marketing going on right now, I figured that it was a good time to take a look at the members of Talon. And so for today's character dive, we are looking at Widowmaker. Widowmaker is an assassin, and most would call her a perfect assassin at that. She is shown to be patient, ruthless, and rarely shows emotion. Amelie Lacroix, Widowmaker's real name, used to be the wife of an Overwatch agent. She was kidnapped by Talon, and after that, her life changed forever. When she returned home, she killed her husband and seemingly vanished. Now she is a shell of her former self, reveling in the kill. At one point, she had two great loves, her husband and the ballet. This is why her dance emote is what it is. It is a callback to the lore. She actually grew up at Chateau Girard, located in rural France, and that's where that map comes from. It's part of her backstory. Dance was her escape from everything, especially her conservative family. She was urged to follow strict tenets of decorum and tradition, which she didn't like. When she married Gerard Lacroix, her whole life changed. He was spearheading operations against the Talon terrorist organization. He worked for Overwatch, and his job would come up sometimes over dinner, and it was fun to talk about at parties, but she didn't think anything of it, and thus she didn't assume she was in any danger. She was wrong. Talon tried several times to kill her husband, and when they couldn't, they changed their focus. Amelie was kidnapped, and they forced her to go through what's called neural reconditioning. They basically brainwashed her. Their goal was to create a sleeper agent. Meanwhile, her husband had committed every resource that Overwatch had to rescuing her. And they did end up saving her, though not really. She was even given a psychological evaluation. They had medics check her out, and by all looks, she was completely fine. 2 weeks later, Overwatch discovered that they had failed. She had killed Gerard in his sleep. After the murder, she was hunted by the police in Overwatch, and the murder of her husband haunted her. And while she felt guilty, that wasn't the only feeling she had. It made her feel alive. Her husband's murder was the most alive that she had ever felt. She had no options left, so she returned to Talon. She was chasing the same high, and so Talon gave her extensive training in covert arts and put her through experimental marksmanship program. This is where she met Moira, who altered Amelie's physiology to improve her aim. She drastically slowed her heart rate, and then she numbed her emotionally and physically. This experimentation is what makes Widowmaker blue, and it had two distinct side effects. The pain of what she's done and all of her kills is dulled, while the feeling of the hunt is heightened. It was Widowmaker who shot, and at the time everyone had assumed that she killed, Captain Anna Amari. At the time, Anna was second in command of Overwatch, and this happened during a mission in Poland. After that, she assisted Reaper and Sombra in securing Dr. Sebrin de Cooper. She was spotted in New York at the Overwatch Museum trying to steal the Doomfist gauntlet. Then she was spotted in Russia trying to assassinate the head of Volskaya Industries. And after that, she was seen in Venice, where she murdered Augusto Valeri and his associates. I just butchered that man's last name. What we all know her for is the assassination of Takartha Mandata, who was the leader of the Shambhala. He was Zenyatta's mentor, and Zenyatta and Ramatra worked under him. She killed him at a rally for peace in King's Row. She was intercepted by Tracer, and not even Tracer was able to stop her. We don't see Widowmaker vying for any kind of position of power in Talon. She simply enjoys going after her targets and getting the kill. And that's it for this recap of Widowmaker. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry for all the mispronunciations, and I will see you in the next one.